Hey everybody, welcome back to Northernlion Plays the Binding of Isaac Afterbirth Plus. Hold on, you didn't see that. We're doing a daily run today. Dailies have been strong lately with the exception of that Delirium loss, but I mean we did that because it was preordained, you know? You either die a coward or you give yourself the chance to be exalted. We died, well, I guess we gave ourselves the chance to be exalted. We did die, but not as a coward. Instead as being foolhardy, but simultaneously brave and thus admirable to some extent at least. The Hermits. Blue Baby Daily goes to Mom's Heart. A Mom's Heart Daily is always a little tricky. Dude. A luck upgrade this early is pretty strong. The Hermit card is wild, because, like, there's so many different ways you can use it. My head's spinning already with all the permutations. You use it on this floor for exploration bonus. Sure, I think that's okay. You use it on a future floor to save you a key. I think that's probably better. Why not use it on this floor to save you a key? Because we don't have the money necessary anyway to make a shop worthwhile. You use it, or you save it, I should say, until the Depths 2, and maybe, just maybe, you end up being, getting into boss rush, but not being able to explore the rest of the floor. Then you can pop the Hermit card to get out of the mom fight, or boss rush for that matter, if things get tough, and, get the exploration bonus for the rest of the floor. That's probably the best yield, but it requires a, kind of perfect storm to get to that point. Not that it's impossible by any stretch of the imagination. Oh, there were several coins there. So it's got my head spinning early, is all I'm trying to say there. SMB Superfan is very good. All I'm going to say for now is, we'll use it when it's deemed most appropriate. And, I don't know, you got to be pretty into Isaac in order to care this much about when you're using something as silly as a Hermit card. But, on a daily, could make a modest difference. Oh, I dodged it and then walked right into it. Oh well. Without any bombs, we do have the opportunity to use the Hermit card, maybe buy a bomb, and then blow up the Tinted Rocks. Tinted Rock? Tinted Rocks. We might need more than one bomb, though, which is very tough to swing. Yeah, at this point, I would say probably there's 3 Tinted Rocks. So, there's a beautiful line, if you want to talk about a perfect storm. Get a bomb from this guy, blow up a Tinted Rock, get a Spirit Heart and a bomb. Blow up the next Tinted Rock, get a Spirit Heart and a bomb. Blow up the next Tinted Rock, get Small Rock. Like, if that's theoretically where we're sitting here on this seed, I would be the happiest man you could ever imagine. Because, it's a line that is a little bit esoteric. Not everybody's probably going to find that or dare to dream that it's plausible in the first place. So we will Hermit card. We cannot buy a bomb, so we'll buy a Spirit Heart, and we'll buy this and hope it's Ace of Spades. That's not what I was hoping for, but sure. Bombs are key. Health down. I paid for that, you scumbag. Oh well. So none of this worked out according to plan, but to be honest, I'd rather have a health down than like a tears down. So, sign me up. Still got enough HP to justify our deal with the devil here. And I will almost always take something like flush over the poop. Poop did give us a luck upgrade, and for that I'll be forever grateful. Apart from that, it's basically just, every room, slow yourself down. Wonderful room. Basically the best possible scenario. And we got a Spirit Heart for free. I'm not going to shoot all the poops. And we definitely, by the way, should have... whoa, that was close. Oh, that was not close. He was on top of me. We definitely should have gotten the battery charge by walking backwards, but... mistakes happen. Don't even try it, buddy. My only regret is that we were slightly further away from where we could have gotten a yield there. Plus, I wouldn't have minded getting the second Or the half spirit heart, or alternatively, maybe getting one of these tinted rocks. But there's so many tinted rocks. Give me a real bomb, you cowards. I am so bad right now. Okay. Relax. Slow your roll. I'm telling you, there's been so many opportunities to get a bomb. And the game is just like, here's explosive diarrhea. Here's ace of spades instead of ace of clubs. Like, work with me, please. This is too many poops. Will I really do this? Yes. I'll do it one time. If we get no yield, I will never shoot this many poops again on this run at least. But for now, I'm willing to give it a little shot at least. So many big rooms as well. Well, we got 1 penny. It's the most valuable penny you can basically get because it took us to 5 cents. But still, bereft of bombs despite being 2 luck up. Nothing to cry about so far. Mostly the reason I'm perturbed about the run is because I keep getting hit in situations where I have no business getting hit. Like, that would have cost me our deal with the devil chance, so don't let it rattle you too much. That's a 1 makes you larger. I don't know if I'm willing to go through with this yet. Give me a minute. There is a bomb for sale, so we're going to try to just make it a little easier on ourselves to get the deal with the devil. If we get small rock, dude, life goes on. I'll be happy we got small rock. That was 2 spirit hearts. It looked like a single spirit heart. We got a lot of the, it's not really clipping, but, you know, like the icons being over top of each other. We picked up a nickel earlier and got like 7 cents. Ah. Okay. Despite all of my terrible damage early on here, we have a very real chance to make this run work. What do we have to do? Oh, it's quite simple, you see. Get the deal with the devil and have the deal with the devil be good. It's the same thing you got to do on, you know, just about any Isaac run. We're fighting, thankfully, an enemy who is very non-tanky. I don't know what to say. Wait, maybe we did only get 1 spirit heart there. I'm coming off of a Slay the Spire run, and I think my brain is looking for patterns that aren't there. Okay, this is dangerous. Pandora's Box. We will use it on the next floor. I think it is worth getting rid of Flush to try to make this happen. Explosive Diarrhea. It said Ace of Spades. So we're going to take Explosive Diarrhea. That's obviously not what we were looking for there, but it is what it is. And Explosive Diarrhea, I think there is a Tinted Rock. If not, we could always use it on the half Spirit Heart here, but I'd really like to get Small Rock, honestly. And I'll tell you, I really feel like this run is extremely slow. Now, we do benefit very slightly, or do we get a second item? I can't remember. We benefit from waiting a floor, I think. But I might just pop it just to try to speed us up early because we're 2 minutes behind schedule. If we get a DPS improvement, we'd be very happy to see it. I don't know. It's a tough call. Another Curse of the Blind. Crackjacks. Well, it's simultaneously a decent upgrade and also useless immediately, and I really wish I hadn't popped it on this room, but it's a consequence we should have been aware of. Small Rock, or Lucky Rock I should say, is an awesome trinket, maybe even an amazing trinket by daily standards. Yo, little baggy, how dare you? How dare you? It's an amazing trinket by daily standards, but we need bombs to make it work, and you know, 1 explosive diarrhea pill does not go far enough. So this daily is it's a wild one, is all I'm going to say right now. I have no idea how it's going to shake out. I mean, terrible. I've got every available bit of confidence that it's going to turn out just fine, but we definitely would like to accelerate things, beat the odds on this floor, and oh my word! Most of this damage is my own fault, by the way. It's a modest low roll to get 9 rate of fire, 4.29 damage, and be stuck on the flooded catacombs. Or the flooded caves, I should say. But, again, we shouldn't be taking so much damage. That's impatience manifesting itself. There will be a secret room there. But I'm kind of, with so few bombs and taking so much damage, and of course with so much drama in the LBC, it's kind of hard being Snoop D-O-double-G. But I, somehow, someway, Simway, keep coming up with funky A hits like every single. Anyway, what I was going to say is I want to speed up. So, I don't want a speed upgrade. I want to go faster. On the run in general. So I'm ignoring the secret room. And also, I guess the other reason is it seems advantageous for me to maintain control of my one bomb. I know I have explosive diarrhea as well, but I don't expect the secret room to give us what we want. Unless what we want was money. Now that we have a little bit more bomb action, we'll peep this real quick. We got 2 keys out of it. It's fine. I hate you. We're definitely coming very close to the point at which I would say, like, it's not even just that boss rush is not makeable, it's that it would be miserable to do it. And then we start to focus on basically having enough HP, which as Blue Baby can be tough, but having enough HP to play a self-sacrifice room so we can maybe get out of this run. We're on, like, real survival metrics already. I was kind of hoping the mushrooms would blow up, but I did place the bomb pretty far away from the mushrooms in general, so... Place the first bomb, I should say. So there will be no magic mush for us. And we're going to be, like, probably a full floor behind schedule. It happens on dailies, you know. This is... I'm always talking about, you know, oh, I think we're particularly strong on this type of daily. I think we're particularly strong on this type of daily. I think a daily where I get rattled early, that's where I start to struggle, you know? I build up this idea in my head, and it's subconscious, but I'm trying to bring it to the conscious forefront. Actually, that's potentially somewhat valuable, at least. And that's like, the run's gotta be good, it's gotta be good. And then when it doesn't get good fast enough, I'm like, this is an outrage. But it's not really an outrage, like, it's just Isaac. Sometimes you get the tools you need really early, and sometimes you get the tools you need really late, and sometimes you don't get the tools you need at all. Daddy Longlegs is actually very good. Not a second secret room. Now, you could have... It surprised me a little bit on that one. Well, you're not... You know what? Actually, feels like I'm walking on sunshine. Could hook us up here. Even just getting the luck upgrade is worth it. Now, let's see if we can get you to pay out. Ideally, with some sort of mapping would be the best, I think. Rotten meat. It's still fine. And the Frail should get bodied pretty hard by Daddy Longlegs, but I was going to pop Explosive Diarrhea. And then I saw what boss it was and said to myself, meh, maybe not. So Mom's Heals. The Relic is very good. I'm not going to fight these guys. You do get extra points, but the key pieces don't mean anything for us. So we're really just saying no to the extra points in order to... It's Curse of the Blind. Is it like Macular Degeneration Awareness Day or something? Why, would that bother you, NL? Hey, that's gaslighting, a term I recently learned the definition of. I always, you know, I mean, I am visually impaired. I know that sounds like I'm trying to co-opt a problem I don't actually have, but I remember, like, when we went to gym class in high school, Yo, Infamy's really good too. We had to mark down, like, yo, do you have any, like, physical ailments? And, you know, there's visual impairment on the sheet. And I went, well, like, if you want to take it at, like, the most literal definition, yeah. You know, if I was in a post-apocalyptic situation and my glasses broke, I would be Piggy from Lord of the Flies. I can't see. I definitely would not drive without my glasses on. Regardless, I'm not trying to say that that makes life super hard. I'm just saying, won't somebody have sympathy for me for once? So, I mean, this is it's a good room and a bad room. You know, we're going to take forever, and we're going to hamper our ability to get to boss rush. But as much as I feel like a little thorn, not in my side, but like in my brain, for not being able to make boss rush happen in all likelihood, simultaneously, I'm also like, dude, Infamy's a great pickup, and I think not many people are getting the boss rush on today's daily. And beyond that, all right, sure. Beyond that, we should be thankful that we got the relic. Because with Curse of the Blind, like, we could have picked up the other item. Who knows? It could have been Sacred Heart, Godhead, etc., etc. But the relic gives us a great chance to be able to have enough HP to play a self-sacrifice room later. So I really think that we got insanely lucky. But I'll call it, you know, not every daily is good, not every daily is bad. Thank you, Infamy. This is one of the bad dailies. At least as of right now. What defines a bad daily for me? It's not a lack of damage. It's not it's not difficulty so much. It's having an artificial ending point, artificially early specifically ending point that minimizes our ability to, I guess, to be all we can be on the run. And all I mean by that is, you know, in a normal Isaac run, we would probably still be complaining right now. I mean, to thine own self be true. However, we would be like, hey, if it takes us 8 floors to get strong, so be it. The run's still, like, equal fun. I disagree with that assessment on this one. You're telling me you don't do contact damage here? Because I just think that an inability to get the boss rush on a run where score matters is a fun inhibitor. So, I mean, not every daily really should be strong enough to make boss rush. That's how it helps separate the wheat from the chaff, but still. We should, you know, if we wanted to be a better person about it, we should just be thankful about what we have instead of what we don't. Daddy Longlegs is a huge helper for us. And we should really just give up on this, the boss rush dream. It's implausible. Illogical, fallacical. I don't know if philosophical is a real word. Doesn't seem to make much sense. Okay. I don't know. To be honest, why not? Blank card, okay. Turns out, I'm a genius, accidentally. Curse of the Blind Relic and Curse of the Blind Blank card. Now, unfortunately, we have blank card, little baggy. So now that I think about it, this actually does very little for us. But maybe we'll get a starter deck and we can reverse the dangers that we've had so far. IV bag, incredible. Well, see you later. And then follow up IV bag with Little Chad. What a great run to be Blue Baby on. But here, let's go. We're going to be pretty aggressive here. Sister Maggie, Ghost Baby. All right, so the run previously was in danger. Now we're completely set. Now that we have 2 incredibly valuable familiars backing us up. So we got to just accept this run is very much about survival. And the relic is lovely. It just gets lovelier floor after floor. But hold on. Have I lost my mind, or do we not have a Curse of the Blind on this floor? It's Curse of the Maze. Celebrate good times. Come on. We can see the items. There's a party going on right here. Won't take an upgrade that don't affect my tears. So take your speed ups and your devil deals. We're gonna celebrate and win the daily today. That's not how the cadence works in that song, but okay. Alright, we can actually... We're not beholden to the red question mark anymore. Now watch, instead, we'll just get a bunch of bad items. Truth be told, this is gonna sound like a pretty galaxy brain take. Assuming we don't get hit much on this floor, I actually am gonna be happy. I think we gulped Lucky Rock, which is totally fine. But assuming we don't take much damage on this floor, I'm actually relatively pleased. I'm not, let me rephrase. I'm not pleased with the items we got from the, oh my god. I'm not pleased with the items we got. But I'm pleased that we got the items. And it sounds ridiculous, like I'm just trying to play with words, but, you know, HP is a fairly unlimited resource for us as long as we don't get hit, thanks to the relics. So as far as I'm concerned, you know, yeah, maybe in the end it's effectively equivalent to like a 0.15 damage upgrade, but, I mean, we weren't doing anything else with the Spirit Hearts, so at least to get something out of it is not nothing. Now, it's not much. Help me, please. Now we're starting to lose HP, and I immediately regret saying that I was pleased to have Sister Maggie and Ghost Baby. You know, leave it to a run like this. Start making a man question his principles. Man's got to know his limitations. Clint Eastwood, 1971. I don't know what movie it's from. I know it from a Hardcore History episode. Sure, just telefrag me. Oh, that's not telefragging. That's creep. So that's, like, super my bad. Do you think it's a library up there? If it's a library, not that this matters too much right here, but if that's a library, we definitely want to go to it, because we could basically win the game via the purchase of a Satanic Bible. Or a Book of Revelations. Doesn't have to be Satanic Bible. I'm leaving the coin. You know why? Because the run is garbage. I gotta get my indignity out there somewhere, basically, is what I'm trying to say. I'm not gonna score attack on this run, because, you know, my own fault on the damage there for certain, but if the run's not gonna treat me with respect, I'm not gonna treat the run with respect either, okay? And that might not be very big of me, but at some point, you know, it's like an art of the deal situation. I gotta know my own worth. And if the game's not gonna meet me there, then, you know, our business relationship is, I'm not gonna say deteriorating, but on this particular daily, you know, maybe it's better to shop around. And what does shop around mean? I don't know. In this case, I guess it means finish the daily and then hope that tomorrow's is better. Yo, okay, it's a start. Don't get too mind-flooded by the game into thinking that this is huge, but the tiers upgrade is at least pretty helpful. A double key room. Would I re-roll my whole run? Yeah. I wouldn't do it on every daily, but I will do it on this daily. It's not a re-roll room regardless, but it was actually pretty good nonetheless. Okay, so let's remember, how do we leave this run with a good taste in our mouth? How do we order dessert after a terrible entree? Well, stack that HP up. Do we have a curse? No curse this time. Stack that HP up, and be very cautious of deals with the devil, because the way that we're going to get a killer score on this run is via a self-sacrifice room. Now, we need the game to meet us more than halfway. It's got to make a self-sacrifice room show up. However, no thank you. It's not terrible, but... D12, reroll rocks. This should show you about how much I value the D12. Blank card does nothing, but with a... Thank you, Infamy. With a stroke of luck, it could be very valuable. The D12 does something, but even at the best of times, it's a modest improvement at greatest. So we're going to go with the one that at least gives us the chance. It's not even a Hail Mary. It's like a Hail Mary, Hail Mary. But still, so you're saying there's a chance. So we really, really, really want to get... I mean, I don't want to make it seem impossible, but we really want 12 Spirit Hearts. And of course you always do, but like specifically in order to be able to play a self-sacrifice room, 12 Spirit Hearts is very, very, if not necessary, highly encouraged. Because we might not be able to get any Spirit Hearts back from the self-sacrifice room, depending on how merciless it chooses to be. You could always give us Sin Robes. You could always give us Abaddon. Deals with the devil that give us... Come on. I got an idea here. With low speed, it's so dangerous. Okay, thankfully. Help. Not bad, not bad. It missed! At least we got some damage done. What I was going to say is you could always give us deals with the devil that give us some ability to keep our Spirit Hearts while also improving ourselves. Because, to be honest, 7 rate of fire, 4.29 damage is okay, but it's like, it's an Eden start that we would be over the moon about, but we're not on an Eden start. It's the very beginning of the run. Or it's the very end of the run, almost, I mean to say. So we went for the full run reroll, and highly advantageous. As I'm sure you don't need me to tell you. 8 rate of fire, 28 damage. Okay, that's a little bit more like it. Crown of Light means that if we get hit, we're going to be disappointed. But this is extremely good. And our HP is actually okay now as well. Keep in mind we lost the relic. So I'm not even going to go to that other room, but I'll tell you, we would like a self-sacrifice room now, without a doubt. We could make it happen. Orange Justice. We don't need to take... Actually, we will take Fate's Reward because our damage is so good. I think it would be foolish not to. Okay, so the run came together at the very end. No question about that. I'm not going to say it's too little too late. It makes you sound ungrateful. And I'm extremely grateful for the fact that there's going to be at least a little fun on this run. I'm not going to give you any HP because we need the HP ourselves to play a self-sacrifice room. If we see a self-sacrifice room, we're 100% in. Now, I don't think there's one on this floor, which is perfect. Give me one on the next floor instead. Now, what are the odds? We usually do this a little earlier on the run. How do we feel like we compare today to the average player? I think we're looking at a mid... Well, I think we're looking at somewhere between a 200 to 500 placement on the leaderboard. I don't think we're sniffing the top 100. I think I took way too much damage. And I do harbor the idea that there's like a seam we missed. I think that's always... It's a healthy thing to maintain so we don't get too surprised by the end of the run if we don't rank that well. Nah. If we're in a better position, sure. That would be fine. I mean, that would be lovely. But I think modestly and realistically, this is going to go down as kind of like a slightly below average tier daily by our standards. But who knows? I don't know. Maybe a lot of people... If you took the right item instead of the left item on the deal with the angel, I don't know. Maybe that was holy water, and because you didn't get any Spirit Hearts, you just died. That would make it a little easier to envision us ranking pretty well. Now, we could also rank terribly. And the way we rank terribly is a little bit more nefarious. That would require a self-sacrifice room on which we play it and then die. Or, well, even if we teleported, we would probably have enough points to justify doing it, even if we died on the lamb floor. But particularly if we died on the self-sacrifice room, or as a result, or if we just walked into the spikes, 8 times and then couldn't play anymore, there was no avenue for us to get better, that would probably do it as well. But let's not worry about that for now. It's the matriarch. No complaints here because our damage is so strong. Still got a hit, but that's on me. We want our spirit heart back. It's tough, okay? I think we reroll, and I don't love the idea of the reroll here. And I actually think we take neither of these. And I know this is going to seem absolutely backwards. It's not for item penalty, I promise you. It's because Abaddon would take all of our hearts and respawn us with slightly less. And I really think in this unique situation, we need as many as possible. So yes, Incubus, Succubus, Abaddon, 3 of the best deal with the devil items we could possibly hope to receive. But I think in this one unique run, we don't want them. I also don't see a self-sacrifice room on the map here, which means that, we're in full, just exploration point hours right here. But it also, you're going to be like, well, if you don't find a self-sacrifice room, don't you wish you'd taken Abaddon, Succubus, Incubus? Well, yes and no. I wish I'd taken them for quality of life, but alternatively, we didn't take the item penalty just to have those items for 1 floor, so from a point perspective, we're laughing either way. Now, from a having fun playing a video game perspective, we might lose out, but who plays video games to have fun? Deriving fun from the intrinsic act of playing a video game? Drake saying no. Deriving fun from usurping your colleagues and viewers by ranking better than them implicitly on the leaderboard? Drake going, yeah, finger up. Yeah, bro, finger up. You can fill in the context for that yourself. It's funny either way. But yeah, I'm willing to call it. This is not a 10 out of 10 daily, but honestly, a literal 10 out of 10 reroll. Not in the 10 out of 10 sense that, it's perfect, but in the 10 out of 10 sense of, I don't think it has to be perfect to be a 10 out of 10. You've heard me go on this rant so many times. Very few things about online discussions annoy me like people who are like, oh, you gave that game a 10, huh? Well, how do you feel about the fact that some of its sounds are not compressed properly? And I'm like, go to objectivegamereviews.com. That's where you belong. Could we have had a better run? Yeah, you could pretty much always have a better run. Doesn't make you enlightened to think that there's an infinite number of 9.9s out of 10 and no 10. It just means that your 9.9s out of 10 are actually functionally a 10. Professor. Sorry, Mr. Chomsky. Does this offend you? It took, if anything, it's a 10, because it took us from a -2 to an 8. And you can do the math on that yourself. Well, barring a deal with the devil with the shovel, or an Awaz rune randomly appearing here, this will be the end of today's daily. And it's one that, we're going to forget, but maybe they'll bless us with the achievement for having done 30 of them consecutively. Or not consecutively, non-consecutively, 30 in general. I think we're going to be 430th today. Oh, never mind, we're 60 seconds. So everybody bowed out of today's daily, and I respect you for that. For now, thanks for watching. I hope you've enjoyed the episode. If you did, click the like button. Helps the radio. Of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. For now, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.